Alright folks, this is a pretty quick intro I'm going to shoot here. I've been procrastinating on putting this together. I filmed some other clips of doing some work on the Wagon previously, nothing with an intro though. So I figured today would be a good day. I am in the process of loading the Wagon up to go and have the roll cage put in it. This is something I've been waiting on for a while, and the fabricator has a slot now, so I'm gonna quickly load up and get up there. It's about a 2-hour drive to the spot, but I thought I'd give everyone a quick intro on what the total project of the Wagon's gonna look like. Here's all the good stuff that I've been storing over the last couple of years that it's gonna end up on the Wagon. So we've got full RS4 body panels for it. Got the doors there, the rear doors, side skirts, front fenders, and the rear quarter panels, which are going to be the most fun part to install. These are all fiberglass replicas. These were made by GMG Motorsports out in California a few years ago. They seem super high quality. There are definitely some nicks and things that will need to be addressed, as they were sitting in a guy's barn in Michigan for a few years. RS4 front bumpers here in the wraps. Got a few other parts that are also going to be going on. Got the 034 sway bar, fan, a couple of carbon Kevlar seats going in. Finally going to get the E288s mounted. We got the high-end rear brakes are going to go on. The calipers are over here. Got the adapters to get those Porsche wheels mounted. I really want to do center locks, but I don't think it's worth the hassle. Let's see, what else have we got? Got so much stuff. We got rear crossmember here, oil cooler over there, this Y pipe, or this throttle body pipe that should alleviate my issues of blowing off the throttle body boot every time I hit boost. There's a bunch of other stuff down there that I can't even remember what it is. All I know, this is also a box of random wiring and metal that I've cut out of the car. Weighed it yesterday, 56 pounds. Doesn't include the radio, the AC, a bunch of other stuff that was in the car that's no longer in the car. So probably another good intro piece of what this car is going to be. It's going to be intended for track use, time attack stuff, and my real goal is hill climb duty, with the ultimate goal being Pikes Peak. I went there in 2016, shot photos. Amazing location. Amazing race with tons of history, so I'd like to join in on that history. I think this car would be pretty well suited. It'd be a totally unique build for it. That's the ultimate goal. So we're gonna get the RS4 panels on after the cage, get it painted. If you have any suggestions on paint colors, let me know. I've been agonizing over it for years on what to paint. Then we're just gonna, no aero additions, just go hit the track, get some track time, and then once we figure out what the aero needs are of the car, then we'll start addressing that. Front splitter, rear spoiler, rear diffuser, that kind of stuff. Plan on making it all myself. I've been dabbling in some carbon fiber stuff. Shout out to Street Banditos. Huge inspiration on taking the plunge into doing carbon stuff. I want to do all of those panels in carbon fiber, but I don't think it's cost effective. I don't really think it's necessary for weight savings. And I can always do them later. So the goal is to get the car running ASAP to actually enjoy it. Speaking of carbon fiber, plan on doing the whole roof in carbon. Gonna make a plug for the sunroof, smooth everything out. lay up the carbon, and then cut the roof panel out. Some guys in Europe have done it. The savings are about 50 pounds when you remove all the sunroof mechanisms and replace the skin with carbon. So I think that's totally worth the effort to try and get some weight down, lower in the car, and alleviate some of the weight of this heavy German wagon. So that's about it. Pretty rushed, but I'm loading the car up right now to head to the fabricator to get the roll cage done. And that's where we'll catch up with you next. Alright, loaded up. Didn't want to have a video evidence of my loading techniques, as they are quite questionable, but that's necessary to get a low, unpowered car onto a trailer. Anyway, loaded up, back there. Longest trip towing with the Q5. Should be about a 2-hour trip. I'll check in when we get there, check out what he's working on right now. Alright, well, turns out when we arrived at the place to drop the car for the roll cage, I got a little ahead of myself, didn't film anything. It was pitch black when we got there. We're in the middle of a forest. Definitely a super interesting location where that's being built, but the guy doing it is highly recommended by a lot of racers in this region, so I have faith. We will definitely go back there and get some progress videos of what's going on there and talk to the guy building it about some of the ideas that he's putting into the car and implementation of different strategies that I have no idea about. That's why you hire someone else to build a roll cage. In the meanwhile, this is pretty much a wrap up to the intro video of the project. And next one will probably be getting started on doing some refurbishments to the fiberglass panels. These are all RS4 replicas. Pretty sure I said that earlier, but we've got some imperfections from either the mold release or them just sitting around for a long while and getting chipped up in the guy's barn. So not a lot of spots that need work, but just some finishing stuff before we drop it off with the car to get painted after the roll cage comes back. A few other things I'm working on that we'll go over in more depth as we progress. I've got some carbon fiber bits that I'm working on. This is my first go at carbon. Definitely a learning experience, but I'm pretty pleased with how that came out. Also messing around with some electric power steering pumps, because I've had issues with the S4s for pretty much as long as I've had the car. Don't want to deal with that anymore. Definitely want to get some weight away from the nose of the car. Then once the car comes back, which by the way should be probably the middle of February, so it'll be a nice late birthday present for myself. And then we can start bolting in all those parts that I showed you earlier. Anyway, that's probably going to wrap this up. And next video is going to be doing some fiberglass work to those RS4 panels. If you got questions on that stuff, let me know. If you got any tips, it's even more important to me. I've only messed with fiberglass once before. It came out pretty okay, but this is obviously much more important to the overall quality of the car. Anyway, that's about it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.